Good evening, everyone. So I am back. I went ahead and I started a new live because the other one just wasn't working, but it's okay. We are here. So it's a beautiful Wednesday night, and I am so excited for you guys to meet Luisa. I met her about 2 days ago. Perfect. I met her to business as much as she loved my business, and that's how it all started. I invited her to the live, so she should be here very soon. Hello, Ronald. So good to see you again. Hope all is well in Boston. I heard it was kind of hot out there. And I hope everyone else enjoyed their beautiful day. So, what I am excited about is Luisa. What she does is she helps people. This is so weird. She's here, but she's not. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna introduce her, okay? What she does is she helps people get her time back, and time with money. Money and time sometimes go hand in hand, and then sometimes not. As we all know as business owners, we are constantly pushed. On the page, I don't see the link to the live. Oh, maybe I should have stayed live on the other one. Shoot. Okay, on your page, doesn't see the link to the live. Weird. Okay, guys. Hey, guys. So you guys are going to see me struggle a little bit. Oh, she is here. I see her. It says that she is watching. She is watching. Okay, I'm adding. I am adding. Okay, give me just 1 second, guys. Thank you, guys. It is adding. You guys probably can't see that, but I can. Just give it a little bit. Technology. Yay!
Hello.
Hi. Do you want to lower your camera just a little bit? All we see is your beautiful hair.
Wait 1 sec. I'm here. A little setup on my computer.
Perfect. Yes.
All right, let's do this.
Yes. I am so glad that you're here. I am so glad that everybody gets to meet you and gets to have.
I've been looking forward to this all day.
Good, because I have too. Because what you do is so incredible. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of spin into like a little intro for you.
Me too.
So what you do is you help entrepreneurs with their time and with their money. Okay, I went ahead and wrote down notes. So if I look to the left, that's what I'm doing. So what I love is she goes, how much time or how much money is your time worth? And how much of your time is billable?
Yep.
How much of your billable time, though, does your client really see? Because there's a lot of hidden work that goes into your business that the clients don't always see. Thank you, Ashley, for realizing that our live worked. Yes, I'm so excited. So what she talks about, what Luisa talks about, is how to get more done in the amount of time that is only allotted throughout the day. So sure, like I was thinking, big corporations, they can get it done. Want to know why? Because they have Tim, Todd, the Sarahs and everybody else. But Louisa, what I love about this is she went ahead and she took all of that corporate knowledge and now she spun it into her own business and she is giving us all of the secrets that corporate is doing. So, hon, if you could go ahead and break that down just a little bit on how did corporate help you and shape your business fold into this beautiful gift that you are giving the world.
Amber, thank you so much for your time. I'm so excited to be here. And one of the biggest things that I took away from corporate is that every role that I was in, there was never like, hey, there's this abundance of budget for you to change the world. It was more like, hi, there's a very limited supply. This is the time that you have. Make magic with it. And at the end of the year, it wasn't, I could never approach them and be like, well, I didn't have enough money or I didn't have enough time. The question was always, did you deliver? And so I had to yield more with very little. And when my expertise is working with solopreneurs, they have 10 hats, like accounting and then customer service. And if they're shipping something, they have to ship it. if they're the ones, one of my clients is an acupuncturist, so she's having to do all of that while still making sure that she's paying all her bills, that she's providing for her family. And it's a lot. But then that means that every little choice that she makes has to be the smartest choice. If I go ahead and how much am I spending on my billing? How can I spend the least amount of time? Because billing is non-negotiable. You got to pay your bills. You got to balance your sheets. That non-negotiable, how can we make it the most efficient? And often people assume that to solve problems, you need to dump more money on the issue. And I disagree. It hasn't, I didn't see it in corporate, and solopreneur has a limited amount of budget. So me coming and saying, oh, that's just going to cost you 20,000 is so discouraging, so demoralizing. And I think it's just plain disrespectful. So the biggest thing I took from corporate is how can I make so much with very little? Because even those corporations, as big as they are, that's what makes you a rock star.
I love that. So we went ahead and we kind of went through a little list of your secrets, and I'm excited because I'm going to spin off some questions towards you.
Love it.
So, what is like the quickest way for us to go to more money? You know, that extra $10,000 a month that you're talking about.
Yep. Yep. First is you have to do an analysis. What am I doing? And so if somebody was working with me, I have an efficiency calculator. We sit down and we talk, hey, what are you doing? Walk me through your Monday through Friday. And then I hear these are the repeated tasks. And so I write them down and then I say, okay, how long does it take you to do this? And they'll be like, oh, it takes me 3 hours. Great. And then show me your process. Look at the process, find things. And so once we filled out the calculator and we see, there could be 7 things. And then I look at those 7 things, the one that takes the most time. And I'll pick those top two. And then we'll find a solution that can get you there. And the solution usually leads to more money. One example with one of my clients, it was taking her 3 hours every month to do her own billing. And the thing is, we often think of isolated, oh, it's just 3 hours. 3 hours multiplied by 12, multiplied by her hourly rate was coming up. We were up in the, 3,000s to 4,000s. That's a lot of money that is just sitting there because she's time on her billing. That was one of the top 2 things that we identified. We updated the process. Now instead of 3 hours, it's taking her 20 minutes. And when you multiply 20 minutes by 12, it comes to like, it's even like $4 on the hour, $4 it costs her to do that little process. It went from thousands to something that is just something, 20 minutes, she's empowered. And so then I can update the calculator and say, hey, this is how we've reduced the amount of time that you were doing this to this. And so that is one of the first secret on how we can make more money. Yes, there's the investment of working with a coach, because when you work with somebody, you shorten the learning process, which is I and so I'm not asking anybody to do anything I don't do, but it gets us there faster. Make an analysis, take the top two, find the solutions, and get faster to the 10K. Or not only the money that you have in your pocket, but your billable hours are not being wasted. Because instead of spending 3 hours doing her billing, now it's 3 hours every month that she can see more patients. Ka-ching, ka-ching, bring in the money.
I love that because as we were talking about that earlier today, I was going through like my like mental way of how I do things, and I'm like, and as we were talking, I came up with like a solution. It was a little one, but I came up with a solution on how to go ahead and monetize like my time to go ahead and send out something to all my clients because I get asked the repeated question without even realizing it. So thank you.
Well, the beauty is that becomes a domino effect, because my thing is, let's pick top two first because it's more efficient. If when you walk into a room and everything's disorganized and you're absolutely overwhelmed,
Yeah.
how to start it? You're like, I'm going to start with the left side of the room. So it's the same thing in your business. We got to start with 2 things. Prioritize those 2 things, and then the domino effect. Then when I'm not around, like what you said, you're like, oh, if I send a single email, I'm saving my own billable hours. You already put money in your pocket because you're optimizing your process.
I love that. Okay, here's a big one. So when me and my husband, when we go out for date night or we go out for vacation, He's gonna see this, but I have a really hard time not working because I have a fear of missing out. Like I was in a couple of other businesses before and it got so bad. Like I would be eavesdropping on other conversations because I'm a people person. And
Mhm.
that's what I thought I was supposed to be doing because then I'd be like helping them somehow, even though I'm a complete stranger on a date night, mind you.
Yep.
Because I was so afraid to not like put in those hours and to the fear of missing out. So could you please, break that down for me?
I love you mentioned that because and I love to glorify the hustle. The more we think, the more time put into it, the more money I get, and that is not the reality. I see it with the clients that I work with, and I saw it in corporate. Like, just the longer you work at something, the more tired that you get and the less efficient that you are. And so it might sound scary to clients when I tell them, let's optimize so you work less and make more. And it sounds counterintuitive because that's not what we think we're doing. But for example, you mentioned your client. One of the biggest things that bogs down a business is how they deal with their customer service. Do we all have customers? Obviously, we want to give them the best service? 100%. But if we're being really inefficient in how we give the customer service, one, we're going to get tired, we're going to get overwhelmed, which is going to impact how we serve our customer. And so, the same way that you realized, hey, if I make a concise email, therefore I'm not answering 10 people saying questions, it's just send it and you're done. Then, as you can see the impact of maximizing your efforts by reducing the amount of time you're spending on and I'm not here to promise you that tomorrow your phone was away. It's not. It's like the same way you lift weights. You have to get it. Same thing with that. But when I will show you that you can work less and you can make more because we optimize that. And I think part of the reason that some people work less is the fear of like, is there going to be enough money at the end of the month? And sometimes if we optimize the process for my client where we optimize her billing process, she was able to then be like, oh, I'm doing so much better. I can totally be relaxed and enjoy more because my business, now I have a system where I can quickly know where my business is at. And I'm no longer dreading billing at the end of every month.
I love that. I love that so much. So hopefully Jacob watching this, will be like, oh, sweet. So that means we can go on vacation.
Yeah.
Like a real vacation.
Yeah.
Another little itty bitty secret is this has been a learning curve for me with all the technology. Yes, thank you. My little boy is right here. So this has been, a learning curve with me because I decided to not only do interviews, but now I am doing TikToks, I'm doing Reels. I mean, I am learning Instagram, which is a young girl's game. Like I don't understand it, and it's starting to be a little bit scary. But you went ahead and you mentioned breathe. Could you like break that down and how I can relax with all of this new technology around me?
So I one of my personal and professional values is the disciplined pursuit of less. And so all of us, you can have a business and it's like do your TikTok, do your Instagram, do a newsletter, and do this and do this and do this and do that, and everybody's getting pulled and everybody's getting compared with what everybody's doing. Part of that is you have to step back and have your own efficiency calculator and be like, where am I getting the greatest return value for the effort that I'm putting? Does that mean that today, or could it be, either TikTok or how you're managing your customer service is not giving you the best return investment and that's where you need to focus? Doesn't mean that in 6 months it's going to be the same thing. Part of optimizing is we deal with this, we clean it, and then we move forward to the next thing. So with that balance and with that challenge of attention, part of it is okay, I'm seeing that I have the most amount of followers on Instagram, or I'm seeing that my clients are asking me, this is the repeated question. So instead of trying to answer 30 questions of something that nobody has ever asked me, I've noticed that these are the top 5 questions. And I'm going to, for the next month, I'm going to just build either my newsletter or update my website in the questions to reflect all that. And so it's focusing, and part of it is it's a process. It's the discipline of I want to be able to address all these 10 things, but I see that I'm getting the most attention here. My client is asking me for this. Or if you have a brick and mortar, I see that clients want to come in. It's on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. That means that all the back end needs to be pushed to Thursdays and Fridays instead of being like, I'm going to do everything. It doesn't work like that. Disciplined pursuit of less actually leads to more profit. Sounds counterintuitive, but trust me, it does.
I love all of that. I really do. What I'd like to ask is there anything else you want us to know about you or about your business or about your system that makes you totally stand out from anybody else that does what you do? Like, what makes you unique?
So one, I have personally had to optimize my own life. I have a learning disability called dyscalculia, which is sort of like a branch of dyslexia. And when I came into corporate, everybody was expected to perform the same. I could never go to my boss and be like, well, and it was just like, but it meant I had to work 3 times harder than everybody else around me. And I had to be super smart to make sure that I was not only delivering at the same level, but hopefully surpassing them. And so I would look at how am I sending my emails? How am I doing this? And I would always be evaluating my patterns. But because of my own struggles, when I work with my clients, I don't walk in there to be like, I'm the know-it-all, let me fix you, because how you learn and how you manage your business is very unique to you. You are the mastermind of your business. And I'm here to respect that you are the mastermind, and I'm here to give you the tools to make you shine. So COOs, they're like, I'm gonna do this. COOs, we come in and we're like, hey, let me put hands and feet to what you want to do. So my clients have told me that I come in to understand, and they come in with compassion because I know what it's like trying to make it. You're a solopreneur, you're out against all these people, corporations, and it's just you, and you want to be valued. I've been there. I've been like working the 60, 80-hour weeks, and people being like, it's 4 o'clock, I'm going home. And I'm like, I'm still freaking behind. What am I going to do? So I had to create those systems. So the burnout, the frustration, the just, I'm so tired. I've been there. I get it. And so I've been able to not only optimize my life, optimize my own salary, but be able to do it for my corporate clients that I've worked with. And then now I'm taking all of that. And so what makes me unique is I've done, I've done it. I've suffered. So if you're suffering, we're here to empathize and empower you. And third, I have a system that I'm not telling you, hey, we're going to make more money. Like, you'll come in, we'll measure it. And then at the end, we can be like, hey, this is tangible. And it can be either the physical dollars that you have, or you're like, oh my God, now I have like 30% more of my time to make more money, to get more clients, to ship out more product. Like, hello. So that is
To breathe and just go to the spa, or that.
because you're going to be more productive. Like, it just is. Do more, do less to do more. Trust me, counter to it. And so now I'm taking all of that experience and launching. I've been doing it with clients in Phoenix, but I wanted to do something where I could reach more people because I know that there's so many women out there that are like, I love what I do. I'm so tired. Help me make more profit. I'm here for you. And so it's now I'm creating a format where you can come. I can coach you through the process. It's a group coaching because we learn better in community. It's I'm launching my beta, so it's going to be 4 weeks. And the reason that I'm setting a time with it is that how many of us have bought a course that it's like $30 and we're like, it's great, and we forget it and we never look at it. But when you invest in something higher, and when they give you a timeline of like, you're like, wait, I need to see results of this. We got to make things happen. So all different reasons why it makes me unique and why I'm here to help other solopreneurs be able to get more money in the bank and work less.
I love it. I love all of it. I am really glad that we were able to connect on that networking group that we connected on, and I got to share your story. So I think with that, I think we have everything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put all of your information in the description above the video. So they will have your calendar. They will have an email, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, they
And
will. So if they go to my calendar, they can schedule a free 45-minute strategy call. We can see where they're at, how I can support them. And I am here. I want all of you to work more and enjoy.
I love it. I love it. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So yes, if anybody is looking for more income and less time into the business, go ahead and message Luisa, get reached by her, and let her help you. So with that, I'm going to sign out, everybody. I am Amber McCarty with Meticulous Engagement, where it's my business to get to know your business so I can share your business with the world. All right. Bye, guys.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Amber.
Yes.